This is the productivity system that works for the CEO of ChatGPT, Sam Altman. And get this, it's stupid simple. Stick around because in the next few minutes, I'm going to break down this incredibly effective method that throws complicated apps and endless tweaking out the window and focuses on what really moves the needle. Trust me, you'll wonder why you haven't been doing this all along. Let's dive in. Think about the productivity world out there. It's like a candy store of apps, planners, and hacks, right? How many times have you gotten sucked into the vortex of color coding your calendar, setting up these crazy task management systems with all the bells and whistles, or watching endless videos about the perfect workflow? It almost feels productive just setting it all up, doesn't it? Like you're accomplishing something. You know, it's been called productivity porn for a reason. It can be more about the feeling of productivity than actual progress. Sam Altman has a pretty direct take on this. He believes that a lot of these fancy systems are just procrastination in disguise. We get so caught up in the setup that we avoid the real work. Ever felt that way? Now, Altman observed something really interesting. He noticed that the people who are actually out there changing the world, the ones who are moving things forward, aren't the ones constantly fiddling with their productivity systems. Nope. They're doing something much more fundamental. They simply choose the most important thing and do it. It sounds almost too easy, right? Like there has to be some secret sauce, some hidden complexity. But what if the secret is just simplicity? According to this way of thinking, the more complicated your system, the more time you waste maintaining it. Think about all the little decisions you have to make with a complex setup. Where does this go? What category? What priority? All those little things add up and lead to decision fatigue, leaving you mentally drained before you even tackle your to-do list. We'll talk more about how to avoid that drain in just a bit, so stay with me. But what's the game changer here? What's the brutally simple method that cuts through all the fluff? It boils down to this: a simple handwritten list. That's it. No fancy apps, no integrations, just good old pen and paper. The process is super straightforward. Write down your tasks on a simple list. Seriously, that's step one. Now you might be thinking, well, duh. I make lists all the time. But here's where it gets interesting. The act of writing things down isn't just about having a record. It actually helps to clear mental clutter. It's like taking all those swirling thoughts in your head and putting them down in black and white. This frees up a ton of mental energy that you can actually use for, getting stuff done. And get this, a list isn't meant to be this rigid thing that controls you. It's actually the opposite. The moment you write things down, it can actually free you from constantly trying to remember everything. We'll get to the magic part of the list in a second, the bit that really makes this system shine. So you've got your list, now for the really important part. Look at everything you've written down and circle the most important thing. Now this is crucial. It's not about picking the easiest task just to get a quick win. And it's not necessarily about tackling the most urgent thing that's screaming for your attention. Instead, you want to ask yourself, what is the one thing that, if I get it done today, will move me forward the most? Think about your bigger goals. What single action today will have the biggest impact? This forces you to really prioritize. It's like training your brain to focus on what truly matters. And guess what? This simple act also eliminates decision fatigue. Because once that task is circled, your job isn't to constantly decide what to do next, it's just to execute. Once you've circled that most important task, everything else kind of fades into the background. Your focus becomes laser-like. You know exactly what you need to be working on. And this, my friend, is where real progress happens. It's not about juggling a million things at once. It's about putting all your energy into that one key task. This focused approach is exactly what Altman means when he talks about people who really move the world forward. They're not scattered. They're intentional. Now, you might be wondering why Altman and so many other high performers actually prefer a handwritten list over a digital one. Let's get into that. In today's digital world, it might seem counterintuitive to go back to pen and paper. Why not just use a notes app on your phone or a fancy digital to-do list? Well, there's a method to this madness. Writing things down forces clarity. Think about it. When you're typing on a screen, it's easy to just mindlessly jot things down. But physically forming the letters with a pen slows you down just enough to really think about what you're writing. It's a more deliberate process. Plus, a simple notebook is a fantastic way to kill distractions. Your phone is a constant source of notifications, emails, and social media. A pocket notebook? Not so much. It's a dedicated space for your tasks and thoughts. And here's another key point. Writing something down makes it real. It becomes tangible in a way that digital notes sometimes don't. It's right there in front of you, visible, physical, and actionable. It doesn't get lost in a sea of apps. Makes sense, right? So let's recap for a second. Sam Altman's core message is this: people who overcomplicate productivity often don't actually get things done. They get lost in the weeds of their systems. On the flip side, the ones who do, they write things down, they choose one thing, and then they just do it. There's a real power in this simplicity. It's about cutting through the clutter and focusing on what truly matters. It's about making actual progress, not just feeling busy. And that's the reason why all of the videos on our channel are just a black background and simple text explaining things about productivity. Our channel name is called Simply Productive for that reason. We just want to help you by breaking things down and keeping the information simple. No distracting animations, no fluff. If you don't like what you hear, you don't get held here by some fancy editing. You can click off at any time we aren't serving you well. We hope you appreciate that. If you really think about it, our goal is to be able to have you not watch our videos, because that means that you aren't wasting your time listening to productivity videos anymore because you're actually getting stuff done. Our philosophy completely aligns with what Sam Altman is talking about, keeping things super simple and easy to implement. But you might be wondering, now how can you actually make this stick? It's way easier than you think. Grab a simple notebook. It doesn't have to be fancy. A basic one will do. And find a pen you like using. Every morning, or maybe at the end of your workday to prep for the next, take a few minutes to write down the tasks you need to tackle. Don't overthink it. Just get them out of your head and onto the paper. Then, and this is the key, take a moment to really reflect. Ask yourself that crucial question. What is the one thing that, if I accomplish it today, will make the biggest difference? Circle that one task. And here's the most important part. Commit to working on that circled task before you let anything else distract you. Even if other urgent things pop up, try to stay focused on that one priority until it's done. Trust me, you might be surprised at how much you actually accomplish. Oh, and actually, we'll be releasing our own Simply Productive notebook very soon, so if you're looking for a new one, stay tuned for that. It might be out by the time you're watching this video, so take a look in the description too. So, there you have it, Sam Altman's productivity system in a nutshell. Simple, effective, and focused on getting the important things done. It's a refreshing reminder that sometimes the most powerful tools are the most basic ones. I really encourage you to try this out for just 1 week. Every morning or evening, make your list, circle that one crucial task, and then get to work. See for yourself if this focused approach helps you achieve more of what truly matters, with less stress and less of that feeling of being busy, but not actually accomplishing anything. I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. Did you find yourself getting more of the right things done? What was the biggest challenge? Let us know. And if you found this video helpful and want to discover more straightforward strategies for getting things done, be sure to like and subscribe so YouTube thinks I'm kind of cool. We've got many more insights coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.